Okay, and now on to the fourth beer of this afternoon. This is the Okole Maluna Imperial Stout. I might have reviewed this one before. I might not have. I can't quite recall. Because at 10.4 ABV, well, 10% 0.4 ABV, yeah, it's something that you might not recall reviewing once before, especially after doing flights. This is 70 IBUs. And it has cacao and coconut added, obviously. So, absolutely opaque, no light goes through it at all, with a thick beige to light brown head. Absolutely redolent of coconut, cacao, dark coffee, carob nibs. Yeah, definitely rich and dessert smelling. Okay, on to the palate now, shall we? Ooh. Bit of a boozy kick up there up front. Yeah, the booziness is really big in the front to mids. But in the finish, you're left with a pretty intense chocolate taste. The coconut is definitely very apparent in the top notes. The carob has much more of a herbal note to it up front. Again, a lot of the more pleasant taste notes are kind of obscured by that big boozy mid palate. As I'm drinking it, though, more of it is revealing itself to me. There's almost like a candied fruit notes and mild candied fruit notes in the mid to finish. Almost like chocolate covered dark raisins, dark chocolate covered raisins. Yeah, that's actually a fairly pleasant one right there. So yeah, a lot of big chocolate, dark chocolate there. Coffee's somewhat apparent up front. You know, those that roasted coffee note up front and in the long finish. There's definitely a lot to go and talk about with this one, that's for sure. The sweetness is emerging up front. There's still apparent hot bitterness, though, in the finish. Yeah, I think I might have had this one just a bit too cold up front, up serving. As it's warming up, it's really opening up a lot more. And I hope it's not catching the music in the back, otherwise I might get a copyright strike. Yeah, this one, definitely some deep complexity there. I would suggest letting it sit for a few minutes rather than just going at it right away. And the warmth is helping it open it up quite a bit. This is one I feel like I'd actually do more justice if this was like my first beer rather than my fourth beer. But yeah. Oh no, I think this has been a pretty interesting sit down here. These things that always happen when I take my car in down there and I end up waiting for hours longer than I expected to. It's a great chance to go and review a few beers. Get some videos in on the queue. Okay, and yeah, this might be it. I might do another, lighter beer. There might be one more. We'll see. Okay, Okole Maluna from Lanikai Brewing Company.